I have tried to start this video so many times. It's been a while since I filmed something and I am clearly way out of practice. And I also feel like pressured to film this really fast because I had to turn the air conditioner off so you can like hear me, and it's getting so hot and the heat is just like frazzling me. Anyways, okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to make a video about how I manage my constipation, and more specifically the 3 things that I do to help manage my constipation on a daily basis. And I was inspired to make this video because some of you have been asking how I manage my constipation, and B, 2020, it's been the worst. It's been objectively the worst, and it's been super stressful. And in my last video, I mentioned that when I get stressed, I get constipated. I get bloated, and my digestive system just like goes completely off the rails. It gets totally out of whack. And some of you DM'd me actually and told me that like you feel the same when you get stressed and when you have a hard time, it shows up in your digestion. So I wanted to, in light of the fact that 2020 has been the absolute worst, if you are dealing with constipation because you have been stressed to the living end, hopefully this video will help you out with that. So, also as a side note, I fully did not expect to make a YouTube channel and then exclusively talk about poop on it, but I don't know, here we are. Apparently it's a subject that warrants discussion, so I'm here for you. So the first thing that I do that really has made a huge difference, and I would say actually is kind of like the key thing in this little trifecta of things that I do, is a magnesium supplement. And the one that I take is this one. It's called Mega Mag by Trace Minerals. It's a powder supplement that you just like put in water, mix it in, give it a drink. Yeah, this is really good. And I have tried all the supplements for constipation. Like I've tried putting psyllium husk in my food. I've tried like in smoothies and stuff, chia seeds, flax seeds. I've tried like milk of magnesia. I've tried senna tablets. I've also tried like essentially laxative teas, like senna teas. I tried it all and none of it worked. Actually, well, the senna teas kind of did work. I have them here, actually. I used these ones, Traditional Medicinals Smooth Move teas, and I don't use these anymore because I far and away prefer this. Yeah, these worked, but they weren't comfortable. That's putting it mildly. They sucked to use. Like, it gave me really bad cramps. It was like a really unpleasant experience. And I would only use these if I was like really suffering and I really felt like I needed to poop. I would like, that was like a last resort desperate measure. I would have one of those. So this has like none of those crummy side effects. Like I don't get cramping. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It just feels like every day I take a little bit of this, and then every day I have like one nice normal poop. So this is really easy to use. Every morning it's the first thing that I consume. I don't take it with food or anything. I just, when I wake up, I put like a teaspoon amount in a regular glass of water, stir it up, drink it. You have to kind of keep stirring it before you take a sip because it kind of like settles to the bottom. So I find I just like keep a little spoon in it and continue stirring it anytime I want to take a sip. And yeah, it's great. Do I have anything else to say about this? Oh, I did try a different like brand that is kind of a similar thing. I tried this Natural Calm Ionic Magnesium Citrate Powder. I don't know if these are like the same active ingredient or whatever, but I got this because this one was not in stock. So I was like, oh, this looks like it's the same thing. I'll just get this instead. But I think it has stevia in it. And I think stevia really bloats me. I don't know. I think I've read that on the internet. I don't know if this is science or whatever, but I genuinely find that this made me a bit more bloated. And it was also really difficult to use. Like this is just, you put the powder in the water and you stir. But this said like, yeah, it says dissolve 1 to 2 teaspoons in a 1/4 cup of hot water, stir well, and then add cool water or your favorite juice to taste. So I did that. I did like a teaspoon of hot water. I mean, I didn't boil water, but just like hot water from the tap. And I like opened the tap, put my glass under it, and the whole thing just like fizzed up and like overflowed the cup into the sink. And I was just like, well, now I just wasted all of the, like, what the hell is happening? And it also tastes like so saccharine sweet, like overly sweet. It's like kind of gross. Yeah, I was not a fan of this. So if you want this, holler at me if you think this is something you might like. Also, if you want these, because I'm not using them, I can't throw things away. It just makes me feel bad. So if you want either of those of my reject products, let me know. Yeah, this is the one for me. It's vegan, gluten-free. It doesn't foam up and fizz and go all over the place. It doesn't taste like super grossly sweet. It is sweet, but I don't think it's like artificially sweetened. I don't know what's in this. So there's like the magnesium, obviously, and then citric acid, evaporated cane juice, flavor. Anyway, okay, I'm not going to read the whole ingredient list to you, but there's no stevia in it, so it's not like grossly sweet. So yeah, this I actually credit with like most of my ability to poop these days. Like this really, really helps. And I don't think I could live without this. Okay, the second thing that I do to help my constipation is to drink water. Oh, water. I'm not doing very well on it today, obviously. It's like, what time is it? It's 5:20, and this is all the water I've drank. Just give me a minute. So I find if I drink a liter of water a day, which is why I drink out of this like obnoxiously huge mason jar, if I drink one of these a day, then I know I'm good. I can't keep track of like however many glasses. I lose count. It's too complicated for my tiny, feeble mind. I can keep track of one of these. So that's what I do. And I prefer glass because I find like the metal water bottles, just like, I find they just taste like metal. One of those, my ring just made a little noise. One of those a day, and I find that really helps just kind of keep everything cruising, moving along. Oh, and also a note on the water. I'm kind of going against my own advice here. This isn't gonna bode well for me, but it doesn't work to just like chug one of these at the end of the day. Like, that's cheating. You have to drink it over the course of the day to like keep everything, I don't know, well lubricated. I don't know. I just find it works better if I drink it throughout the day. And oftentimes I will drink more than one of these. Like I'll drink 1.5. Maybe I'll drink 2 if it's like really hot and I'm really thirsty and I've done like a lot of physical activity or something. But 1.5 is about like the standard for me, and it seems to be enough. The third thing that I do to complete my trifecta of helping me poop is exercise. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but I find that if I just move my body, it's like pressing the on button of my body. It's like waking the machine up. And I don't know, it just like helps stimulate the stuff, the poop stuff. And it doesn't have to be like, that being said, it doesn't have to be like crazy aerobic exercise. Like it doesn't have to be a hardcore run, or like it can just be yoga, stretching, going for a walk. Like as long as I'm moving and giving my body the signal that like it's time to get revved up, then that's enough. But it also has the added benefit of like de-stressing me and making me feel a little bit calmer and more centered and more like in control of my life, even though we're in a global pandemic and I have absolutely no control over what's going on and everything is out of control. I don't know, do you feel the same way? I'm just saying, like I feel completely this year I've just felt completely off the rails in terms of like my mental health. It's been super up and down. It's been so stressful. Just a side note here, just a little sidebar. It has been so stressful that I've started losing my hair. Like a lot of it. If I'm feeling brave, I'll put a photo I took the other day of how much hair I lost in just one shower. But I think I've shed, I don't know, like a quarter at least of my hair. Like it's just coming out. If you see some on me, just like please ignore. It's just been coming out in like handfuls. Like I'll brush my hair and it's just like full, the brush is like full of hair. I'm constantly finding it like on my arms, and it's just, oh, it's so stressful. And apparently, so if you experience like a stressful event, like 3 to 4 months later, your hair can fall out from like that stressful event. So 3 to 4 months ago, I was one of like the millions of people who was let go from their job because of the pandemic. So that was super stressful, obviously. I'm sure if you lost your job, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so now, 3, 4 months later, I'm like losing all my hair. And it's like a total catch-22 because you're like not supposed to stress about it, right? Stress was the cause, so you don't want to stress more. But it's just, there's something about losing your hair that just, God, it makes you feel like you're sick and dying. It's so scary. Anyways, I'm going through that right now. So let me know if you too are also experiencing this, like this stress trigger hair loss thing. I kind of looked it up online, like I Googled it because I was like, I can't be the only one. And apparently there are other people who like now in July are starting to experience hair loss because of what happened in like March, April. Craziness. Anyways, sorry. So back to my original point, exercise helps de-stress me in this ridiculous, stressful time. So it has that added benefit of like kind of getting to the root cause of the constipation, which is the stress. And also, like I said, you know, pushing the on button, like activating everything and getting everything kind of going. So if I do those 3 things, if I do my little, nope, not that one, this one, if I do my little magnesium powder in the morning, if I drink one of these a day and I exercise every day, I'm good. Oh, another note about this that this is really important actually. It is so easy to overdo this, as I found out. So I take like maybe a teaspoon of this every day, and I kind of have to like adjust it on a daily basis. If you start taking this, you'll see what I mean. Because if I take too much, which I've done, I can very easily send myself into diarrhea territory, like very easily. So if I do this with my water and my exercise, then I'm good. I've been really like, despite the fact that it's been a super stressful fucking year, despite the fact that I am losing my hair, literally losing my hair from the stress of it all, my poops are good. So that's good. That's like a win, you know? Like 2 years ago, I don't know if I could have said that. I mean, part of it is also that I've figured out what's wrong with my diet, and I was diagnosed for celiac disease, and it's all kind of coming together. But yeah, certainly these things help a lot. Oh, and I also have a bonus tip that I didn't want to include in like the 3 things because it kind of like, I could live without it. But I don't want to. I'm like pretty obsessed with it now. So my little bonus thing that I have is my squatty potty, my squatte pate. I love this thing. I thought this was like gonna be total like bullshit, pardon the pun, but it actually really helps. It like really gives the support that I need. Yeah, the idea is like you put your feet here, you put this under your toilet, you put your feet here, and it like lifts your knees when you do a number 2. And I find it super helpful. Like I can poop without it, but now I don't want to poop without it. Like it's not to the point where I'm gonna like bring it with me on vacation. Like not that we're going on vacation right now anyways, but it's not to that point where I would like fully bring it with me to like go to a friend's house or something. I don't know, I just like it. It just makes everything so easy, so comfortable, and just like, you just have to try it. It's one of those things that I can't describe and I can't explain how it's different. You just gotta try it. I find it really makes things easier. It's not a need to have, but it's a really nice to have. And I also like that it's like this like bamboo wood instead of like this plastic white. I find the plastic white kind of looks like a step stool for a kid or something to get like onto the toilet. I find this looks like it's like a very chic a chic pooping device. That's not a thing. You could tell I'm alone. Connor's gone on like a camping trip and I'm making myself giggle with poop jokes because I haven't talked to anybody. Okay, it's also nice because it kind of goes with like the vibes, the color scheme of my bathroom. So yeah, so there's that. Okay, so that's everything for this video. I hope this was helpful. I hope this helps you get not constipated and have like really good poops. And I hope that you're like safe and healthy and not too stressed out, and that this pandemic hasn't been like too horribly hard on you. I know it's been really, really terrible for a lot of people, and I'm just sending you guys all my love. Like, I really hope that you guys are doing okay out there. I guess that's it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!